Hello everyone, I'm Andy Raphael from eTechnics.com, and as you can see we've upgraded the office. I have a nice shiny leather reclining sofa now. So some of the videos that you're going to see are going to be done on this very sofa, couch, settee, whatever you want to call it. Other videos for bigger things are going to be done on you know, a fully fledged desk and so forth. So to kick things off, we wanted to do our first sort of new review on this new wonderful set that we have. Which just consists of a sofa in the corner, but we wanted to kick it off with a new product. So Corsair have been kind enough to send us over the Voyager Air. Basically this is a device very similar to what we've looked at in the past from a couple of other different brands. So we've had the Patriot Gauntlet 320 gig, they also do like the Node, which then you put your own hard drive in and so forth, and we've also had the ADATA Dash Drive Air E720 I think it is, or no, sorry, the AE400. There's loads of different devices on the market, all very similar in features. They all sort of, you know, have the same purpose, but the Voyager Air is a little bit different because it does exactly what those are meant to do, but a little bit extra as well. So firstly, this video is really going to consist of more like an unboxing, because we are going to have a video, sort of, you know, this whole video is going to consist of the unboxing sort of side of things, looking at the aesthetics, and then we're going to have the written side of it, which will really sort of, you know, get down into the testing of this drive and make sure obviously that the speeds that Corsair sort of tell us and tell the consumer are going to be, you know, actually viable to get in a real world situation. So really what I want to do is just sort of get down into looking at this and seeing what it's all about, and seeing obviously what these extra features that the Voyager Air has got over the competition. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is the front of the box. So straight away you're going to see the Voyager Air looks quite sort of different compared to its competitor products on the market. In fact, it actually looks quite chunky from the picture, but we're opening it up inside, and obviously looks can be deceiving. It may be a little bit different inside. So Corsair, this is the 1TB model. It comes in a 500 gig or a 1TB. We see that it's got Wi-Fi and Ethernet, and that is one of the main sort of features that this has got that the others haven't. So we've got mobile wireless storage with Ethernet, which essentially makes it a network attached storage device, you know, a bit like a NAS, but without being too chunky. So there are some of the main features sort of listed down here. The fact that you can stream up to 5 HD movies at once. This is all done through sort of the mobile side of things, so you can do it you know, on Android, iOS, and there are free apps and stuff as well. We've also got a large capacity rechargeable lithium ion battery. This has got a 6200 milliamp battery, so that will last, you know, a nice amount of time. You can transfer a 2-hour movie of or 1,000 photos in seconds, wirelessly streaming anywhere to your mobile devices. So on the back it really just goes through some of the features, sort of some of the speeds. We've got USB 2, USB 3 compatibility, 802.11 BGN, just really sort of going through, you know, some of the different speeds which you guys can see. I don't really want to bore you too much on the box. All the specs are on the Corsair website as well. So without further ado, sort of getting this open. So without getting onto the device just yet, we've got the quick start guide. So obviously there's information in here as to getting it connected, what comes included and so forth, because obviously there's different ways of connecting this to access your media from it. And it would also tell you little things about obviously what the controls are on the front and so forth. So inside we have, let's just take everything out of their respective bags. So inside we've got, you can see USB 3.0, which is really handy because some of the other devices we have looked at in the past haven't been USB 3.0, and obviously that hinders a lot of things when it comes to speed and performance. So USB 3.0, and then it's got the funky little USB connector on this end as well. Also inside we have different types of plugs, because obviously a device like this you want to be able to connect it no matter where you are. So we get the standard sort of UK, United Kingdom, British, whatever you want to call it, plug, and that is just sort of a bit of an adapter. So that is going to slide onto another bit which we will look at in a minute. And then we also have this one, which is so we've got the 2-prong style Obviously for other countries that's your European style for the 2-prong. Obviously if you are in America, it's going to come with a slightly different one. Instead of the 2 sort of round prongs, it's going to come with the flat ones instead. But yeah, here's the European one. So obviously this is an EU sort of specific product, the one that we've actually got here, but I'm sure they will have different SKUs for the US market as well. So ripping open the next bag, we have USB to a DC jack. So this is obviously going to be for use for charging it. So also included with that is the main brick, which a lot of companies seem to be going down this route of just having this extra bit and using a USB connector. I'm not saying that Apple were the first to ever do anything like this. They were, but I'm not saying that. But it just makes things a lot easier when sort of transporting about, and the fact that you can just get each individual bit and slot it in. So nice and sort of easy to sort of get it functioning no matter where you are in the world. So you've got the European and the UK, and these just obviously slide in and lock into place, and then you can unlock them as well. Other than that, we've got a bit for the car as well, which is quite handy. Obviously what Corsair have done is they've really sort of thought about the type of people who are going to be using this device in general, and it is going to be people, you know, who are on the go, sort of the lifestyle sort of market. So obviously it's really handy to come with a cigarette lighter style power adapter, and that just plugs into there. So this cable is used for both the car and for home as well. Just depends on which end you put on it. And then we've got a few other things. Obviously the main product itself, but also with that is this very nice style sort of fabric bag. So obviously you can put your device in there, it will fit really nicely in there. I'm not too sure how much you could actually fit in this bag, whether it's just that or whether you could fit obviously the cables as well. And the joy of that cable as well, obviously you don't need to plug it into, you know, it doesn't need to be used in the car or in a home plug. You can just plug it into your computer, which is always handy. So it's sort of a multi-versatile type of cable. So this is the actual product itself, Voyager Air. You can see that it's got a black and red colour scheme, a little bit of Corsair branding. We've got Voyager Air written down here, and not too sure whether this lights up or anything. I'm hoping that it does, because that will look really, really nice. Voyager Air also on this side as well. Overall it's sort of a glossy device, so it's really, really nice. Feels quite heavy. Obviously it's got a 1 terabyte drive inside it, so you're not going to expect it to be very light. We've got power over here, so as you can see when you start it up, power comes on with a blue light, and then we've got the battery one as well. I'm guessing the one next to it, which looks like a lightning bolt, is going to be obviously to charge it, and then we've got the wireless one as well, so you can actually turn the wireless on and off. So it really depends on whether you're going to be using the wireless or whether you're not going to be using the wireless, and obviously that's going to save on the battery life in general. We've also got a few connectors on this side, so we've got our DC connector here, we've also got the funky style USB, and then we've got the RJ45 Ethernet as well. So pretty much that's everything. Obviously a sticker on the bottom, and it has got rubber feet as well, which is really handy because once it's on here it's quite sort of difficult to move about. So what we're going to do with this is I'm going to chuck this over to Chris, not literally because I don't want to break it, but I'm going to pass this over to Chris, and then what we're going to do is sort of have a look at the sort of testing side of things and see if this really is that good at performing on wireless, on the Ethernet as well, USB, and sort of just, you know, generally testing everything to see if it does live up to obviously what the stated facts are. So for now, this is Andy Raffel from etechnics.com. We've been looking at the Corsair Voyager Air 1 terabyte. I'm not even quite sure what product to sort of call this. It's an external hard drive. It's a sort of wireless storage device. It's a NAS. It's a USB storage. It's a bit of everything, sort of all wrapped up into one nice little device. And as you can see, if I just quickly compare it to an iPhone, it's not too much bigger. Obviously a little bit thicker if we put it in sort of comparison, but overall it's a nice sort of, you know, small device considering what you're getting with a 1 terabyte drive. Enough of me rambling on. This is Andy Raffel from etechnics.com. Corsair Voyager Air. Be sure to check out etechnics.com where we'll have a written review with all the facts and figures of this very device on there. Until next time, see you later.